with a face left over from Valentine's Day and a body made out of Steuben glass. I often tell people that I'm not being self-deprecating when I say that Mom and I look nothing alike. She has blonde hair, mine is brown. She has green eyes, and again, mine are brown. Our facial shapes are different as well, though I did inherit her hourglass figure, albeit with a more Zoftig flair. Hard as it is for me to admit, when I tell people I look nothing like my mom, what I'm actually doing is apologizing. I'm apologizing for the question I see in the eyes of some. How is she the daughter of a Miss America? I'm trying to head off the thought in someone's mind that the good looks sure skipped a generation. Needless to say, growing up the daughter of a Miss America has not always been easy. But it would have been worse if I hadn't followed the advice Mom gave me after we went to that child beauty pageant, to find my own path. Early on, it was clear that school was my thing, and it was where I excelled. My parents had a particularly bad and dramatic divorce, and doing well in school was also my way of trying to show people that the craziness hadn't impacted me. But that's a story for another time. Being a smart bookworm became my identity. In my mind, a dichotomy developed. Mom was the beauty, and I was the brains. Still, sequins and rhinestones were in my DNA. While I knew I'd never compete in a beauty pageant, I loved them. I adored the ritual and the excitement, especially Miss America. Each year, the Miss America pageant sent all former Miss Americas the competition magazine. Every August, I couldn't wait for the heavy, large envelope to arrive in my mailbox in West Bloomfield, Michigan, from Atlantic City, New Jersey. As soon as I got that package, I would rip it open and start reading the 75-page-ish book. I studied the year's contestants, focusing on each of their talents, ambitions, and majors, along with where they went to college. By reading that program book, I learned about colleges and universities across the country, ones I may never have heard of otherwise. Then I would rate all the state queens based on their personal information and photos, predicting the top 10 and who would win the crown. When the pageant, Miss America is always referred to with a capital P in my mind, aired live on NBC the second Saturday after Labor Day, I would sit in front of the family television with Mom and my maternal grandparents, whom we lived with. In the same room where Mom's pageant crown sat on the bookshelf, we gathered, shouting out our favorites and who we thought would join Mom in the Miss America sisterhood. In September 1987, I squealed and screamed when Miss Michigan, Kaylani Ray Rafco, became Miss America 1988. It was the first victory for my home state since Mom had won almost 20 years before. As Rafco took her victory walk down the long runway in Convention Hall to the iconic song There She Is, I turned to Mom with bright eyes and exclaimed, "Now I can meet a real Miss America!" She's never let me live that one down. Thus began my prolonged campaign to see Miss America crowned in person. I lobbied, I cajoled, and I begged until Mom gave in. It took 2 years, but in September 1989, I got to attend my first Miss America pageant. It was Mom's first time going back to Atlantic City in over a decade. My first time at Miss America was both disappointing and impressive. When I walked in Convention Hall, I was shocked and dismayed that it did not really look like the extravagant place I had seen on television. In fact, it was kind of dumpy, with concrete floors and holes in the ceiling. But the contestants and current Miss America wowed me. That year, Gretchen Carlson was giving up her crown as Miss America 1989. Carlson was a student at Stanford University, which even fourth-grade me knew was a big deal, and an exceptional violinist. I remember watching with my mouth hanging open as she played during the preliminary competitions. These were held over 3 nights when all 51 contestants competed in evening gown, swimsuit, and talent in order to decide on the top 10 for the final televised pageant. Carlson showed me that Miss America didn't have to only dance or sing to be talented. The Miss America I saw